Final score 34-13. Patriots win. They're now 11-3. 2 games left against Buffalo and Miami. And both of those games are at home. So maybe the Patriots, who have clinched the playoff spot, maybe in the next couple of games they can secure the number 2 spot in the AFC. And this is still an outside chance, very, very much of an outside chance of winning the number 1 seed in the conference. Here with Breer, Ted Johnson, Matt Cassel, and Michael Holley. So, fellas, as I said, they scored 34 points against the Cincinnati Bengals. One of them was a pick 6 from Stephon Gilmore. Do you feel better, Matt Cassel? Go to the quarterback first. Do you feel better about the offense specifically today compared to last week?
No, I don't. I mean, to be honest with you, I got to be completely honest. I felt better about the rush offense today. I thought it was a season high in terms of rushing. At the end of the game, when you want to close the game out, they were able to run the ball and do so. I think Sony Michel had his best production of the year, 19 carries for 89 yards with a 4.7 average, which was outstanding. However, the passing game continues to struggle. Tom Brady with the season low, 128 yards passing. I mean, Sanu, who we talked about in pregame, we wanted to see him get going. He had 8 targets, only 2 receptions on the day. A drop here. Too. He had a fumble that got called back, which was good. But, I mean, Edelman looked like only a shadow of himself today. Obviously, injuries have taken a little bit of a toll on him, but he had 5 targets, only 2 receptions. Your leading receiver, once again, is James White, 3 receptions for 49 yards. So, again, we continue to see the struggles in the passing game. No, I said the passing game. I mean, the running game, though, it was a positive. It's something that they can build on.
Yeah. The key to the game for me before this game was to have an efficient pass game. It's like they're going to win the game. They were just showing up. They were going to win.
So
the
you
game
don't feel better about the offense either?
No, are you kidding me?
No, not at all. Nothing.
I can't believe how inept this offense is at this point of the season. You always see the offense. I mean, at least if they have issues, they usually fix them by the end of the year. You know, you see kind of at least some glimmer of hope in trying to turn things around. This offense looks as bad now as it ever has at any point in the season. So this team with this offense, it's not going to go far in the playoffs. I mean, it just isn't. So this offense was inept, very inefficient all game long. Tom being pressured, not being on the same page, drops, passes that weren't accurate. So, I mean, there's a lot of blame to go around. And so very disappointing performance against what was, I think, an unmotivated bad defense to go out there and have this kind of performance. They're in trouble, man.
Well, Bert Breer, this is what we can do because we have a Saturday game against the Buffalo Bills. We can make our predictions right now. We can tape those. The show can be shorter because it sounds like you guys are going to pick Buffalo, man. We're down.
Like,
you guys are down on the Patriots right now.
If you play that way offensively against Buffalo, you will not score in the 30s. Like that is a much better Buffalo defense, a much more disciplined Buffalo defense that isn't going to be coming up with 3 penalties on one play. The way the Bengals did today, like the team offensively needs to get a lot better. And I think now we're going to have to go in the last 2 weeks of the season. It's sort of like the end of last year. They lost to Pittsburgh, looked awful. And you remember they finished last year playing a Buffalo team that wasn't very good at the time,
right?
And a Jets team that was playing out the strength.
And they ran all over them.
And it was like we can't like how can we tell if they're getting better because the teams they were playing were so bad. But they found a way at that point, you remember, to get behind the running game, and that's the one glimmer of hope you have here.
That's why.
And it looks to me a little bit like they're trying to become that.
Maybe.
Sony had 19 carries. Rex Burkhead broke that run late in the game. And if there's one glimmer of hope you have, it's that what the offense has shown a little potential to be, because we're not seeing it in the passing game. Maybe you can be the type of team that can shorten the game with their running game and play complementary football to what's still a really good defense.
And that's why I'm going to push back against the 2 former players here and tell you that even though it's against a 1-12 team, if you do something positive, it might carry over for you. Because we dismissed them last year. To your point, last year they beat Buffalo and the Jets to finish 11-5, and we say, come on.
And what do you take from this?
Sure, they ran for like 200 yards against Buffalo and the Jets. Right. You think they're going to be able to do that in the playoffs? That's exactly what they did in the playoffs.